Hey guys, what's up? It's Patrick here, bringing you guys episode 19 of my Let's Play Clash of Clans series. And looking around my base, I'm thinking we're starting to wrap up Town Hall 5, because if you look at my walls, I've upgraded the entire core, and as far as what else I can spend my gold on, I'm actually completely maxed out. So my cannons are done, my archer towers are done, wizard tower, mortar, air defense, pretty much everything. So all of the gold I get for the rest of this Town Hall level is going to go straight into my walls, and once I max them out at 5, we'll be able to do our Town Hall. As far as elixir goes, I talked about that a little bit in the last episode, but pretty much the only things I have left are in my lab and then my barracks. So I have a goblin upgrade, a wizard upgrade, and then a lightning spell upgrade, and once those guys are done, we will be ready to move to Town Hall 6. So as far as time frame goes, I'm guessing probably in the next episode or two, so either in the episode after this or the one after that, we'll move to Town Hall 6, but it is a 750,000 gold upgrade, so we're probably going to have to do a couple of raids. So as far as today goes, we're pretty much just going to be grinding out walls, and with the elixir that's left over, I'll try to upgrade maybe 1 or 2 barracks if we get lucky. I'm not sure exactly how many I have left, and let's go ahead and find some bases to attack. So for this first one here, mortar is on the very right hand side, and if you guys are new to the game, always put your mortar in the center or else stuff like this happens. I'm just going to drop my giants and barbarians, and since this guy hasn't built his wizard tower yet, I really don't have to worry about any other splash damage. So that means I can drop all my infantry at once. I don't have to sort of funnel them 5 at a time or anything like that so they don't get blown up all at once. Can pretty much drop it all and try to steamroll my way through the base. So I tried to get a little bit cute here and drop my wall breakers on the left hand side. I almost got taken out by that bomb, but the reason I did this is because a lot of buildings were in the way of my troops and these 2 archer towers, and I sort of didn't know if they would take them out, most of my troops out that were coming through the right hand side before they could destroy them. So I just took the safe route, blew it up the wall on the left hand side, destroyed those 2 archer towers, and I knew my troops were going to be powerful enough to take care of the 2 buildings on the top left. So archer tower and cannon are going down. After this last elixir pump goes down on the very top, we should be done. And yeah, pretty successful raid. I think we got over 120,000, and even though we used all our troops, definitely was a solid raid. So it looks like we actually got almost 150,000, I think like around 140,000 in resources, so really pretty good. 14 cups, so we're staying above 800, and let's move to raid number 2. So for this guy's base, a little bit more as far as resources go. He has almost 180 something thousand. And as far as where it's located, most of the resources in the last base were actually located in the storages. But for this guy, I'm thinking most of it's going to be in the mines and pumps. Even though he does have some elixir storages that are looking maybe halfway filled, at least the one on the top right, and then the one on the bottom left is maybe a third filled. I'm really not too worried about those guys, and I'm really just going to focus on the mines and pumps. And if I do have to break into his base, I'll do that towards the very end. So I actually went ahead and did cook up some, that doesn't make any sense. I actually went ahead and cooked up some wizards, and you can see I dropped those on the bottom left. And like I talked about in the last video, wizards are pretty much super archers. They have a little bit more hit points, as well as I think they deal like 4 times as much damage. So definitely really good, but they're probably not going to be the most efficient if you're trying to gain resources, because they are really expensive, and they used to be the most expensive troop per army camp spot in the game. But they did get like a little bit of help where they reduced maybe their cost or their time, I forget which one. But yeah, pretty solid raid there. We stole most of the stuff from the mines and pumps, and let's go to raid number 3. So this guy is sort of the same thing. It looks like a pretty good amount's going to be inside of the mines and pumps, but also there's going to be some stuff in both the gold storage and elixir storages. So I'm just going to want to make my way through the right side of the base and take care of that mortar. That way I can destroy the rest of what he has going on. So deciding how I wanted to attack him, I sort of debated attacking from the bottom and also the right hand side, but ultimately I decided to attack from the right. I thought it would be a little bit cleaner, and just in case I failed, I would still at least get those 2 gold storages in that very first compartment. So let's go ahead and break through. Looks like he didn't have an air defense, so I dropped my balloon, but unfortunately the archer tower on the very top I think shot it down. But yeah, let's see exactly how we're gonna do it. So my wizards are down. Those are gonna do good damage against those gold storages. Don't have too many troops left. I'm sort of just focused on what I've got. I'm just hoping that they break through and take care of that mortar, because unfortunately don't have any wall breakers left. And it looks like my wizards are actually going to shoot over the top and help out a little bit. And it looks like the cannon's going to be the last defense this guy has. So I got worried for a second just because I didn't take care of that mortar fast enough, and I didn't have enough wall breakers to break through both layers of wall. But it looks like things actually went pretty smoothly in the end. And after we destroyed these last buildings, going to get another 3-star, and that'll wrap it up for the raid. So fast forwarding just a little bit, I actually didn't even notice the town hall was on the bottom. I don't know if you guys do that sometimes, but sometimes I'll drop like all my troops without looking for the town hall if I'm farming or something like that, and I'll actually drop everything, and then towards the very end of the raid I'll notice there was a town hall that was free, like on the left or right hand side, and I'll sort of facepalm a little bit because I definitely gave up a little bit of cups. But anyways, looking at this base here, definitely one of the biggest resource bases we found to date, 350,000 overall, and I'm thinking we should be able to have a little bit of success. So again, the things that I'm worried about are the mortar in the very center as well as the wizard tower. So go ahead and break through and see how much success we can have. So giants are going down. Gonna drop a couple of goblins. I actually didn't mean to drop that many because they did get shot down by both the wizard tower and the mortar. But now that my giants are getting a little bit closer, the rest of my troops should be safe. And let's see how we can do against the rest of this base. So only going to have those 2 splash damage guys over there. There is a cannon on the outside, as well as most of the defensive units are actually pretty well upgraded. I think that mortar's level 2 or level 3. Archer towers are level 6 since they did get like the new stone tops or whatever. They're not wood anymore. So probably going to be a little bit difficult to destroy everything. So cannon on the left-hand side. Looks like that archer tower on the top is still going to be shooting down those barbarians, and I don't think I'm going to be able to get 3 stars on this raid. So from here on out, sort of just going to be focused on trying to get as many resources as I can, and that means being able to shoot down that gold storage right there as well as those last 2 gold mines. So looking how I can do it, I did have to drop my balloon right here. I was going to try to drop it on that archer tower because if I did that, then my balloon could have run around and destroyed the rest of the base. But if I dropped it up there, it would have been shot down really easily and I wouldn't have had a chance. So balloons going over, and you can see I'm trying to stall that archer tower by dropping barbarians right near that barracks, and it worked for a couple of seconds, but unfortunately I didn't have enough. Even if I dropped all 5 perfectly, the balloon definitely would have gotten shot down. So I'm sort of just waiting it out and praying that my troops don't get shot at. So I thought the archers right next to that gold storage would actually be okay, but you're going to see in a second that the archer tower has crazy range, and they're actually going to be able to shoot, it's actually going to be able to shoot my archers down. So only 2 barbarians left. Those guys aren't safe as well. So I'm going to wrap it up by dropping this 1 lightning spell and stealing a pretty good amount of gold. So I think that was like 27,000 gold. So definitely worth, I think, 14,000 elixir for which the spell cost. So over 215,000 resources. And I think that might be our best raid to date. I'm not sure. I think we had a pretty good one pretty recently, but I'll have to look back and check. But that one was awesome. And let's go ahead and do some upgrades in our base. So like I said, the only thing we can upgrade with Elixir besides the lab is are the barracks over there. So I'm going to upgrade one of the barracks. Also going to queue up a spell in my spell factory. And then for the rest of the gold, I'm focusing on walls. And you can see I'm upgrading most of the walls outside of my base. Those walls actually do almost nothing next to that cannon. So probably if you're trying to be smart, you should upgrade the walls that are actually covering like the archer towers, that gold or that elixir storage right there. But I got a little bit lazy. I actually just upgraded the walls that were sort of pointed out a little bit. And I'll probably switch that up sometime pretty soon. All right, guys, that's going to wrap it up for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Depending on what happens, like I said, we're either going to be upgrading the town hall in the next episode or the episode after that. It really just depends how many walls I can do in my free time. And if I do a good amount of raids, then we'll probably just be able to go right to the town hall. That's going to wrap it up for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you guys later. Peace out.